Hey guys, this is Lamptey. So today I'm with one gentleman who happens to be a part of Naa Sika. Now, Naa Sika is a micro savings platform that allows anyone at all to be able to save any amount of money with ease. So I'm going to allow him to introduce himself and then tell us much about Naa Sika. Let's go ahead and then get into today's video.
My name is Ralph Menz. I'm the CEO for Naa Sika. We are based in Takoradi, and I'm very proud that we are from Takoradi. This is because most startups are always looking out to be in the regional, the capital of the country, but we decided to position ourselves in the oil city. So I'm tidy proud. Yeah. Naa Sika is a fintech startup, and we started somewhere around early 2018. That's about 2 years ago. And the beginning, for the first part of the year, it was all about research, trying to find out the perfect market fits for a problem that we can solve and then be able to develop a product for it. So we went into some kind of focus group meetings at various locations, and at a point realized that we could come into the fintech space by providing a solution for informal sector workers and people within that lower brackets of the economy. So we thought we could do something also for anyone who is willing to effect a change in the way they manage their money with tech, because times are changing. Doing things physical is not fun anymore, especially in these times that we are in this crazy COVID season. Yeah, so somewhere around December, no, I think October, last quarter of 2018, we started development when we were sure that we could get this thing off the ground. And then we also looked at regulation to get some kind of certification so that we can, operate legitimately. So we gradually, somewhere around February, we got our initial authorization from the regulator, and we pushed our product out on April 1. So Naa Sika has been running how many months? About a year and some maybe 9 months or so, if I'm correct. Yeah. And I think all the first year was basically to prototype the solution, because we don't want to just push money into it and just go ahead and do it and it fails. So by the process of startup and able to make sure the product is can stand the test of time, you need to test it. So we push it out. We had a lot of feedback. We fine-tuned it. I even remember there was a period within 2 months we even stopped the app from working because something went wrong, and we had to just stop, just put a stop to it, and then restart it again when we fixed the issues. Until finally it got stable and we decided to roll it out. Unfortunately, we haven't had enough growth rates. Is because the kind of license we have from the regulator doesn't allow us to do major advertising and marketing. It's basically word of mouth and referrals. So in Takoradi, we have attended a lot of events for youth groups, community meetings at various locations, and we've associated ourselves to events that has been able to bring us this far. For those who have tested the system, they will tell you they love it because it's a novel. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. And I know other institutions are even now trying to deploy similar solutions. But we looked at what the existing institutions are not offering, and we decided to sort of make it more sweeter and more interesting. So it's a very congested should I say, space, but we think that our market brackets is much comfortable for us. So we see we are not in competition with the big players and also the mid players as well, because we took an existing solution that was there, which is SUSU or savings, or what is called micro savings, and we made it better. Yeah, that's what we did. So we think that there's space for everyone, but we are striving that we could scale this nationwide, but there are some constraints, so we'll get there.
I see.
Yeah.
So I think you've said a lot. Someone may ask, how does Naa Sika work?
Okay. At the moment, Naa Sika works on only Telegram.
Okay.
Somebody will ask, why Telegram? Yes, because we created a bot which works within Telegram. So it's an app inside an app. So mostly it's called a robot, but the short form is a bot. Yes. Aside that, we have tested we have a USSD app.
Okay.
We have a WhatsApp bot. We have a Facebook bot.
Okay.
We are testing for iOS and Android, but we are not rolling them out now. Yes. We want the bots and then the USSD to be out first before we jump to the other, but we would do all these rollouts when we scale out nationwide so that everybody can enjoy our services. The reason is that we have to certify some regulation requirements. Then we can be able to push those apps. And aside savings, we could be able to do other products like investments. We can do lending. We can do wallet transactions. So there are lots that we are willing to push out onto the platform that people can also benefit from it. Yeah.
Okay. So someone may ask, why did you decide to roll out with Telegram first before any other platform?
Yes, because Telegram is exciting. People sometimes don't understand, but I can tell you that it's one of the most secured messaging platform in the world. I think it comes second to Signal. WhatsApp, they say, I don't know, that there's a backdoor that governments even can persuade Facebook to give them access. But the way Telegram allows its interface, I mean, for third parties to develop applications to interact with this, it makes it more interesting because they are updating it, because also their solution, I mean, the whole source code of the project is open source. Okay. So individuals are making it better. So it's interesting. Anyone who uses it knows, because most of the newest features in Telegram, WhatsApp, Telegram has had it years ago.
That's true.
Telegram can take about 200,000 members in the chat group. WhatsApp can't do that. In WhatsApp, for instance, somebody can spam your group, and you, the administrator, the owner of the group, you can't delete it. So imagine people putting obscene images and stuff. But Telegram, you, the owner or any admin, can clear the whole chat group and make it clean. And you can even add other bots that you can use to control. So those features, I mean, makes Telegram more exciting than WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yes. And because it's much secured, I can say it's been rated much secured. It's more interesting. Telegram also allows us to actually develop our own keyboard interface.
Okay.
And we add it, but with WhatsApp, so far it doesn't. It mostly works as if it's a USSD. Point one to take this or enter this, or send a particular message, or let's say a word, maybe save, withdraw, check account, then it gives you the feedback. But with Telegram, you can create a button that you can click to activate a particular command. Yes.
Okay. Now my follow-up question would be, comparing the usage of WhatsApp to Telegram, especially here in Ghana, I feel WhatsApp has a lot of reach as compared to Telegram. So what was why, aside the technology Telegram has got, why didn't you probably look at WhatsApp?
WhatsApp first. Yes. This question I've been asked a million times. And the reason is that at the time when we were starting, WhatsApp was not open for such integrations. But along the line, they opened up. And even now that they've even opened up, the kind of paperwork and the restrictions, you don't even get through to directly to Facebook. You even have to register through a third-party aggregator. So that is also another hurdle. But Telegram, you don't need to register anything. You just plug the download the crates, the bot API, you plug it in, and then you get your token, then you are done. Then you create your backend, your software to connect to it, and then you have an interface and then you are running. So basically, still, WhatsApp still has issues. I hope that Facebook would make it more easier, like the way, and even then the third-party aggregators, it's not free, you pay, but Telegram is still free. So these are some of the advantages.
I see. So I think Naa Sika has been operating for some months now. What has been a response like to Naa Sika?
The response is amazing. Yes, I might say. The only problem might be people who are not on Telegram that you have to tell them to install. Then they're like, why do I have to install Telegram? Because it's on it. I say, I already have WhatsApp. And I said, if we had an iOS app or Android, wouldn't you download our app? You would. So just download Telegram. It's the same thing. Yes. And the beauty of it is that when we even do an update, you don't see it. You don't need to download Telegram again. You don't need to go to the App Store to go and click update. No. Anytime you click any of the bottom, it will just refresh and then you have new features. So that's one beautiful thing. So as to do with how people have received it, I can say it's been interesting. I know that a lot of the millennials who are on our platform love it because of the tech. They just love it because of the tech. And that I'm happy that we have people who are growing up and appreciating tech, which is making life more interesting and simpler.
So I don't know if somebody has asked this question before, but why the name Naa Sika?
I know people think that the name belongs to someone, but basically no. It didn't come from anyone. It doesn't belong. Although I have people around me who are called Na or something, but no. We wanted to personify the whole identity of the brand. Yes, so we wanted to give it a human form. So we said, okay, let's give it a name. So one name that we give it, it would transcend across all regions of Ghana or all ethnic groups. So the question was, we heard somebody like out of the deliberations of the team, it was like Akusika. I was like, Akusika, it's belongs to a particular ethnic grouping. So people might think that it's coming from that particular. So we said no. Then we said, okay, how about someone else? The option also came, Naa Sika. Naa Sika too is most like for the Gans. I said no. Then let's do it Naa Sika. So that with a Na, it's more of like in the north, it's a title for a chief. You come to the south, it's also a title for an elderly person. Both the accounts and the so we able to. And when you even go to the Ashanti, the middle belt, Na is a short form of Nana. So we cross the whole country. As for Sika, whichever group you go to, everybody understands what Sika is. It's money. And even with our logo, it's a female. We give it that female character just to mean that women have more empathy. That's one. And then two, women take good care of money than men. So when we started, I didn't want to grant interviews because I wanted to stick like a myth that the whole Naa Sika thing is a woman. But I can't hide it anymore. Yes, I have to be out to push the brand, to get it out there, for get people to understand what it is. So basically, these are the two reasons. The empathy of a woman, and then the way women take care of money. And also the name, we wanted to be more Ghanaian. Or let me say African. Because in future, if you're able to roll this out to the whole of Africa or other African countries, they will realize that it is coming from Ghana.
Yeah.
Because why would I want to choose a foreign name? Even in America, they have Tesla. Tesla is not even American. But it's been accepted. Yes. So why can't we also have Naa Sika going worldwide?
Globally.
That's it.
Okay, that's great. So you're a team of how many people?
Yes, we have a team membership of 7.
Okay.
Myself, we have Chelsea, Chief Marketing Officer. We have our COO, Kweku. Okay. We have our CTO, Kofi Boatin. Is also there. We have our accountant, who's also a female, Linda. Okay. And then who is left? We have our customer care lady, Vicky. So we have 3 females and then 4 gentlemen. Okay. Then I have Khalid, who's also one of our developers. We have 2 developers, and then one of my developers is also a banker.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then my COO is also a banker. The 2 of them have backgrounds of about 30 years experience in banking. So these are brains that we've put together to be able to push this product out there. So it's not like we're just some bunch of guys, teenagers doing some tech stuff and saying that, oh, we want to do this. No, we've really thought about it. Yes, because myself, I've been doing other works. I have another business I was doing before I started this. Okay. I've been in the media for over 20 years. Wow. Yes. I've lost count where I've worked and the things I've done, but I have a production company which we've been able to use funds from there to bootstrap Naa Sika. Yes. Okay. So far we're on our own. We want to reach out to possible people who are willing to invest with us so that we can be able to make it bigger. Yeah.
Okay. I think recently I've heard of Naa Sika being in the news about some awards and the rest. So maybe if you could tell us a little bit about that.
We've tried a couple of competitions. I think COVID came with its issues and some blessings. And during the COVID era, fintechs won. Okay. They were able to push out products, and their solutions saved most of the situations because you could be at home and still have access to your funds. Some countries even use fintech to deploy payment of stimulus packages to recipients. So you could say that it's one area that tech actually benefited when it comes to COVID era. Mm-hmm. So a lot of institutions started competitions and programs to prepare fintechs and also support some of them to be able to reach out to people. And we've tried a few, all in the name of trying to use that to raise capital so that we can invest back into the business to make it grow. That is one. And 2, also to get some recognition, because when we're able to win something, it puts your name out there for people to realize what you are doing, and then you can also get support. So these are 2 reasons why we're taking part in some of these things. But I can say that right from the beginning, from 2019 when we started, yes, we had opportunity to do some pitches here and there, but we came into the scene not doing the usual startup thing, go through incubation, and then you are being guided by. So we stopped all those pitching and trying to reach out to people to get help, and then we went through a boots camp, and we got trained as to the whole process of how a startup works. Because I came in from my experience in working in other business, you get it, to do it. But that is when I realized I was doing wrong. So I closed my mind to know anything about management. Whatever I know in running a company, I threw them away and went through and sat in a classroom to be taught how to run a startup. So I've gone through incubation, so many training programs with innovation factory.
Okay.
I've been one. We just completed even one. I've gone through that second stage. We've done something with, we are still with Stanbic incubation.
Okay.
Yes, okay. We are still in there. We've done something with iCode in Takrady.
Okay.
Yes. We've done, I think, Innovation Hub, something also with GIZ. I think 2 other programs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so all these things are programs that we've pushed ourselves out there to to gather knowledge and be able to take the project to the next level.
Yeah.
I did something with JICA. It didn't work. Something with another Japanese institution. Yeah. Also, it didn't work. Other ones I've forgotten. Then recently we did something with Ghana, China, trade, something. Okay. I've forgotten, but it's actually being run by Dongsheng. It's also a hub in China. So they did the primary competition, and in Ghana, 2 of us were selected. Okay. So we won. We were actually second. So we are going to the next stage. Then probably if we win that one, so we go to the final. So it comes with some benefits in terms of money, which is also good, and the recognition, like I mentioned. But the recent one was just last Wednesday, when World Bank has had its annual general meeting or something, and they announced that we have won the West African prize. As yes, out of 208 participants, they selected 7, and out of the 7, we came up tops. I think in the finals there were other 2 Ghanaian, no, 1, if I'm sure, yeah, Ghanaian institutions that were also there, but they didn't make it. We did. So we are official winners of the West African prize, or the ID4D program. I think it was in 3 stages. So this was a final stage. So they needed a solution that they can implement some kind of social protection for informal sector workers in some locations or countries, mostly in West Africa. So although Ghana was not part of the project, tech developers from Ghana were asked to also apply. Yes. So, and we did. And if we're able to, not that if you're able to, they are willing to help us replicate this our solution in some other African countries. Yes. I think it's about 4 of them: Benin, Burkina Faso, and some. They are all French-speaking countries, actually. Yes. And we accept the challenge. Yeah, we accept the challenge. We're going to do our best. Since it's working for us, we believe that this is the opportunity. For us, like I said, it's more of like the recognition is very important to us. For people to know that if World Bank has taken us serious, that means that our product has been cemented.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So my next question would be, what has been some of the challenges that Naa Sika coming up and encountered? What has been some of the challenges?
Challenge, first one I would say is knowledge. Okay. Initially, like I said, we're just green. Oh, Charlie, let's do this. I mean, we put it together, we rush, and rather than no, pause. We don't do it like that. Yes, like I've already explained that. I think the other part is also, I would say, regulation. Okay. Yes. In other countries, what I've come to realize is that, especially even Nigeria, fintechs are mostly given some leeway to be able to grow to extend before they are given the ultimate license or something, before they can hire. So Paystack, for instance, that got bought for 200 million. Yes. At the time that they were being bought, if I'm not so sure, but somebody mentioned they had over 10,000, no, about 100,000 clientele or something. Wow. Yes. So sometimes it's not about how much you're making. It's the numbers that you have. But in here, it's not like that, because the regulation will force you to find big money to get
Well, what do
Do
you
you get it?
think is because of recent times the banking system?
No, what I can't say yes or no, but I believe that if other countries are doing, they have the sandbox programs ahead, they're able to give you a limit that you can't cross this number, you can't do such number of transactions or something, but use that to test your solution. Because if you go for the optimum,
And doesn't work.
it doesn't work. So they will push you in a particular box so that you operate within that here. But in our case, it doesn't. So if you don't have a proper fintech license, you can't prototype your solution.
True.
That's how it is in Ghana. You can't. It's not possible. And how many people have $150,000 sitting down to, you get it? To go in for a license. Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. Well, so how does the future look like for Naa Sika?
We are excited. I would say we are a bunch of young dudes who are hungry for success. We want to scale nationwide, so we have to certify some regulation requirements, since what we are doing is just within a small area and where we operate from. But our solution is beautiful. And it will be nice to do it, but it all comes to money. Yes, we have spent a lot of money already. Yes, because it's not easy to run this project for more than 2 years and still running. Yes, so now we are opening up ourselves to possible investors who are willing to put money in us. Just like the way somebody gave Paystack $120,000 and it's worth $12 million now. Yes, same way somebody out there can also give us similar amounts, and we can help us to scale this nationwide, and then we can also become like Paystack.
Or bigger than Paystack.
Yes, or bigger. Yes. Because if you realize, Nigeria has a lot of fintechs. Nigeria, a lot. Every day I'm reading something new, and every day some investor is giving somebody some money, but we don't hear this in Ghana. Why? Oh yeah, it's true. I get worried. I was like, every single day I'm reading TechCrunch or all these tech platforms, and every single day somebody is giving a Nigeria tech company some money, but we don't read about Ghana. And I don't know, but I spoke to one guru in the fintech space in Ghana, and he was like, Ghanaians don't like third parties investing money in their business. They want to do it on their own, so they don't grow fast. I think I should believe that, but for us, we are open. If somebody's out there and willing to push money, because what we are doing is bigger than us. Yes, because if you think you are bigger than the solution, you will still be small. But we think that it's bigger than us. It can come to a time that I might not be the one to even run it, because it can be bigger. I have to step away, just like where the Paystack guys have stepped aside, because it's bigger than them. Yes, so we are open.
Sure. Well, I think this has been a bit of a lengthy conversation, but I've really enjoyed all that you've shared so far. So it looks like we might have to bring it to an end. But is there anything that you would want to add to whatever you've said so far?
Nah, I would thank you, Ishmael. I think you are the first person to give us a mention in a YouTube video. Or any video or any kind of in the media. So I'm very appreciative for what you've done for us. You did it before we even get into meet today. Yes. And you had the news, and you still called us to talk to us about it. And look at the time. What's the time now? Let them know the time we are doing this interview. 9:54 p.m. Yes, we're doing it because I came to Accra for couple of days to do some work, and we had to go back the next day, so we had to do this interview at this time. So that should tell you that when you called, I didn't want to miss it.
Wow. Okay, so Ralph, thank you very, very, very much for your time. I really appreciate you taking the time and then coming over for us to have this conversation, and looking forward to a lot of great stuff, especially seeing Naa Sika out there, so that other people encourage other people to also look at ways they can also start, their own businesses and the rest. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm so grateful.